Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for November 25th, 2025. Yeah, I didn't do one of these for a couple days. Nothing really was going on. Excuse me, excuse me. The neighbor just pulled in, so they're kind of being a little barky right now. I had a visitor today. Who was the real estate person for this place. I was talking to her about the stuff, you know? I showed her the water bill, the consumption part, and she's like, oh my gosh, look at this. Like, they were in shock too. Like, they were like, what? Like, yeah. And so, like, I was talking to them about the house. But they were telling me, you know, and I didn't even bring nothing like this up. And they don't know that I'm religious and all that stuff. I don't know if you want to call it religious. I just have my own beliefs, right? But she goes, you know, sometimes God brings you places to help. And I was just like, oh my God. And I was like, I know. And the husband was agreeing, you know, and all that. But that was strange. But that's true. Because that's what I believe. But it's like, darn, why me right here? You know? It's okay. I'm going to try. That's why I was brought over here. I mean, I like the house. I like the place. I like my immediate neighbors. It's okay, you know? It's just the people who run this place. It's like being ran by a bunch of high schoolers that don't even know how to do it right. It's, you know, and I told her too about how they just raised the water bill. I just happened to remember that. I'm like, yeah, and they raise the water bill and they don't tell anybody. She's like, what? Like, they're supposed to notify people of any kind of increases. It's kind of like if you rent an apartment, they can't just like raise your rent and not tell you. Like, you know, you'll be short then. You know, yeah, this place is doing all kind of weird stuff. They're doing all kinds of illegal weird stuff wrong. The problem is it's so small right here that no outside people can really, like, it's governed by all these people in this town, by these high schoolers. You know, they're adults, they're grown people, but their mentality is high school still. And that's why they're able to be taken advantage of like this. That's why this town is not going to really thrive, because they're keeping that mentality going. You know, the mentality of high school and, you know, not wanting to do the work type of thing, you know, just... That's why I'm doing all this work. I got to do all this work right now because no one else will do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as much work as I feel like putting into it, you know, because I don't spend my days thinking about this. But when I have the opportunity to talk to somebody who is more than high school, right? Just to confirm my own suspicions or feelings about things, yeah, it just confirms that, yes, they are doing wrong. And that I can't believe no one is doing anything. And yeah, me too. Me too, you know? Anyways, nothing really much going on. We had a little bit of sunny day this morning, and then yesterday and the day before was cloudy. But tomorrow, I'm about to call the garage place, and tomorrow I'm going to take the car in because I want whatever's going on with it fixed. I think I'm going to ask him to check the brakes too, because sometimes when I put brakes, it squeaks, and I don't like that. So I'm going to ask him if I need brakes next time, or should I call him in a couple months or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to go off that far if we go camping or anything. I'm not going to go like more than 2 hours away. So, but I want to make sure I have a good break, you know? So, I just want to make sure this other thing is fixed. Because you know what? To be quite honest with you, we'll see. I hope that's the problem. If not, or if it's still making some sounds, we'd look for the next thing. You know, I don't like having weird sounds or weird surprises on the road. Even though I have the AAA still, I just don't want it like that. I want the car to be always running well. It's a little bit older, but it's okay. The car needs to run well, you know. I want to keep the car as long as I can. I mean, it's mine, it's paid for. I can do whatever I want with it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to keep it actually in good shape, and because that car is a champ. I'm not in a rush to get rid of it. That car took us up to Mount Rushmore. We went through the Colorado Rockies over there. That car is a champ. So I'm not in a hurry to get rid of it. It's kind of like it's part of the family, you know, even though I dinged it up a little bit, and I feel bad about those. But it happens, you know, I'm very sorry. But I do treat the car well, you know. It's a little dirty right now. I probably need to take it to, you know, I probably need to take it to the coin car wash right here. But mostly I need vacuum to vacuum it out. And I've been thinking, should I buy a vacuum? But I don't want to buy a vacuum. For like, really, for what? If I buy a vacuum, it would be strictly for the car. Because there's no carpet in here. There's no carpet for vacuum. So it'd be like me buying another big piece of electronic for the car when I can just take it to the car wash and throw some quarters in there. I just need quarters, that's the thing. Because I remember when I was at that one spot, that antique place, there were some ladies outside with some chocolate cover pretzel or something. And she says, I have these for $3. So I was like, ugh. So I looked in the car and I gave her $3 worth of quarters. And it was all exactly my quarters. So I was like, here you go. They were all right. But, you know, I just wanted to contribute to whatever they had going on there, you know. Anyways. That's all I have, really. I don't really have too much to talk about. What's coming up? Thanksgiving is... I was thinking, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, you know. But I was thinking, what am I going to have on that day? Right now, I have the crock pot for the dogs going. And then, I don't know. I have a lot of meat in there. I didn't realize I had so much meat. So, I've been eating some... yesterday I made a soup. It was very interesting. Because I had 2 tamales left, because I had made tamales. I had 2 tamales left, and so, and they were in the fridge. And you know how you have to kind of moisten them up, kind of, right? So I made a soup with a lot of vegetable in there, and then I chopped up the tamale and put it in there to cook. It was good. I ate it like that. It was good. It's kind of like a tortilla soup, kind of, sort of. But what else? Oh, I do have leftovers. I made some green pea soup with pork in there. So I'm going to probably have that for dinner. I don't want to cook too much because if I do, then I'll have more overlapping leftovers. So now I have that pea soup, so I'll have that with some rice. Because I have some spicy rice with vegetable. I need to have that. Yeah. That's for tonight. I don't know what's for Thanksgiving. Just probably something random. I don't know. But that's all I have. I'm Mona, Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for November 25th, 2025. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.